Uh-oh.
Jonathan,
Hi.
how you doing?
I was good until I got a USB not responding. You can hear me, right?
Yeah,
All right. Well, we'll
yeah,
see.
I can.
How are you?
Uh,
How are
I'm
you?
fine. Fine.
Now, do you?
I was a little shook up over the announcement the other day. Do you ever go on LinkedIn?
No. I mean,
Oh,
not unless I. But why? What I?
well, there's just a lot of people from IGT posting that they got their notice and
Oh, that's what he was.
looking for work.
That's. So I was just on a call and just eavesdropping. And it was with a bunch of people, but someone had said uh, they were talking about the TIFs, or what do you call them here? The ref. No, I used to say terms, but anyway, so the and I thought that was old news, but I guess they're doing
Another 700.
700.
You
Man,
didn't see the email
no.
from Hector?
Oh, I don't read those.
Oh, that's too depressing, right?
Yeah, or silly. Hold on. 7. Is it in
Everywhere.
every division and everywhere?
Yeah, most of the people that I saw on LinkedIn posting about it were like
I'm sorry.
software
Oh,
engineers
okay.
and technical people.
Mm.
But it's just so sad
Yeah.
because times are tough enough with a job, right?
That sucks. I didn't know. I I was hoping it was a reference. I mean, no time is a good time, but to like the new year, the last, before, like just after Paul leaving, or
Oh yeah, well, I think somebody on LinkedIn this morning said that this makes about 2,000
that's
people.
crazy.
So, but they weren't all laid off. Some left, a lot left.
Yeah, and the voluntary stuff. Yeah,
On their own, right?
yeah. I mean, a lot of the people that, or even the quality, software quality, all those guys took the retirement package. I know
Yeah,
that's not, you know, necessarily going on your terms, but it's certainly better than, you know, a normal guy, so to speak, quote unquote, an average person.
person who's not set up to retire.
Right?
Like the young people are, people with families and stuff, and
Mm.
I haven't heard anything about our team yet, but it's up that, rumor
Yeah, of
that
course.
we're not exempt from it. So you're lucky you're not on our team anymore.
Well, no, it's look. I mean, the part that's even worse is that you don't know, and b, like if you've gotten, like, the fact that I feel like even with, like, not replacing Jake Porter was their way of trimming our head count, meaning
Yeah.
us, finance, regardless of which
Yeah,
side of the
well,
building I'm on.
everything is going to Genpact. So
Right?
so I don't I don't know. Anyway, it's sad for people who just aren't ready.
Yeah.
You know,
Any of the people, so no one related to the Lisa Schiffer, or the people that we are about to work with payments, and Providence, that's one of the areas that I was. Lisa still works here, right? Because that's what I was just
Or,
gonna.
no,
yeah.
I don't know, cause I'm not communicating with them anymore.
Well, I see her online, so that's a good sign.
Oh, good, yeah, yeah,
I wanted, besides just saying hi, I was hoping to get just so I'm prepared for the month end stuff. So because there hasn't really been, been a little different with the forecast. We're going to be updating that as needed, but it's not as much proactive. But certainly the accounting stuff's not going to change. So the day.
so, hold on right there. So when you say updating the forecast, are we allowed to?
Well, so
Like the reason I'm asking is because I saw Mary's email that talked about a weekly forecast, and I'm just in the dark here.
well, no, I get it. I'm only not in the dark because now I'm on that side. But yes, my understanding is every other week. Like right now, there's I forget week 12 maybe, and every other week there's an updated kind of instead of having revs. Now
Right.
I don't know if they're going away or not. I'm just saying like that's why we haven't had rev 1 or 2.
But when are we updating those? Like, are we to be updating those? Because normally they don't want us to change anything within a quarter unless it's within the quarter, right?
Right.
Like, don't. So
And
is
that's-
that still.
I think it's a materiality and slash like first of all, I'm not entirely sure, but what I think is like there was I on Wednesday or I think yesterday or Tuesday, I was asked to take there was a $200,000, and I'm only saying that as materiality, $200,000 reclass that was gonna happen in the March actuals. So I was told, and my current new boss had said, take it out of the forecast that's closing now, the week whatever forecast. So that we show March is what it's going to be.
Oh.
So that's, it's 200, so that's a threshold, I guess. And, but,
Okay.
On that side of the house, even though it's just the threshold is much different, it's much higher. So, like anything,
Right.
and it's,
Yeah.
which isn't always helpful, but and I don't think it's really also from like there wasn't I did the entry before I knew what account to put it in, like as far as updating the forecast, but they weren't sure about the profit center, so I just made sure it was in the right node and in the right functional area, which is pretty vague. I figured out the right thing to do, but it wasn't like, it definitely wasn't anything at a profit settle level or even 2 levels above it. It's I think that's how it's going to progress, but maybe it's just because of the work, because we have so few people. Because he had said that was included in the meeting too, is that, he was, we're really short-handed. I forget the context of it, although Kurt's taking 2 weeks vacation and leaving me the house to keep up, even though
Yeah.
I've been in his group for less. I think I'm still reporting to Jason, and I'm still.
Yeah, they haven't changed any of that. I still show as reporting to Chris.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So, oh right. So I think the answer is that if something comes up that's gonna come up in the actuals, I have a little ticker that on Wednesdays make sure I have a weekly for every Wednesday I have a weekly forecast check, only so I remember to think about it. Not that it's required or even weekly, but just to get me in the habit. But I would say, like, if something comes up before Wednesday, and whatever Jason's materiality threshold is, anything that's gonna happen. But again, I mean, it definitely. There's no way the only thing that's happening is a $200,000 entry. Like, they're clearly, it was visible on a PowerPoint presentation. So, but whatever, Jason. But that's kind of the idea. It's like I think the Wednesday night, our time, Wednesday is when they refresh the actuals or the forecast. And then I don't think they're going to be revs.
No, you can tell that by looking at the hierarchy of it,
Right.
When you go to click on, but I mean, nothing has ever been sent to me anyway on how we're doing
Me neither.
our forecasting, and I guess that should come like from Stephanie on your side and Brennan on our side, like.
No, there's no.
We have no direction, right?
Nope. No.
Huh.
And I think,
I want to go back to the days when we were so busy with revs, updating every rev, and they didn't, if they didn't use it that month, then you got to carry it forward too, and I like that better.
I like a process, but I think, I don't think it's a sob story. I just don't think, if there's not a communication, no one wants to admit that that's true, or it's someone else that needs to pick it up. But no one, even they were blaming in another unrelated call, I think John Bollinger. Oh shit, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So on a decision to do something or do it again, and he does what he's told. He's not like, he's IT essentially, and he's VPC, and but he's not like, they were talking about him as if he were like Brennan. And it's like, guys. Anyway, there.
Well, we gotta blame somebody, right?
Well, that's why you keep in touch with people. What did you hear?
Yeah. Obviously, you haven't heard anything.
I've heard nothing. And if I do, I'll let you know.
So, you know what it is. It's a need, what they figure, I guess, is a need to know basis. And if you just rank and file, you don't really need to know.
Which is, yeah. It's not exactly forward thinking, but. All right, so the payments for the SG&A and R&D, services. Hold on, let me get my notes. So when I don't have to do any, I'm talking out loud. I don't have to do anything until the end of the month. But what day Because we've had in the 2 months, I just want to make sure,
I
like,
know
for instance,
different things.
Lisa,
So, to stay consistent with how it's been,
Please.
you know, since 2014,
yep,
the last day of the month, the last business day of the month,
Okay.
the entry should be submitted. That was always my thing.
no, that's
But
fine.
you can still, you know, like if something happens to hold it up, it's not that big a deal because it's not hitting projects. You can still have them posted, but it's accounts receivable. So, you know, it's, I don't know. I just always had it in for the last day of the month. So you wanna check your head count, cause if it didn't change in February actuals, then your estimate is gonna be based on the same salaries that you used for February, right?
Right.
Your March entry.
Yep.
So that makes it pretty easy, cause it's just basically updating for the percents that she sends and putting the journal entries in.
Now, when should I make sure that she sends me that file? Because last month,
It was very late, so.
which is fine, you know.
Yeah, so this month on the 30th, Monday,
Thank
I
you. That's
just
perfect.
ping her and say, just touch a base to make sure,
You don't need anything.
I'll receive the percents tomorrow or something like that, you know,
Okay.
and then she'll get right on it.
And then I'll update the file. And I can probably do that before.
And then twice a year, like, you know how at the beginning of each year, we usually get merit increases
Yeah.
and the salaries change. So when that
Oh,
happens,
that's right.
I go to the P&T partner, who I don't even know who it is now, because it was Miss Pellerin in Moncton, and she's gone
Yeah,
now.
she's gone. It's Angela. I think it's Angela Agtarop, but I'm confirming that because I have a call with her to find out who it should be, because she hasn't read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Great, good. And I update the base salary,
mm-hmm.
so pretty much twice a year I do it. I do it after the merit increases have taken place,
Yeah.
or right before, whatever. And then I do it at the end of the year, so that the beginning of the year will be bang on.
Sure. All right.
Because that whole chargeback file is based on their base salaries, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
All right.
not that hard a
No,
thing. It's
but
just
it's as good as the
timing of it.
info is.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Anything I can do for you?
Well, gee.
That's
I
an
don't
open
know.
invitation. Just being polite.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good, I think. I've just been keeping my head down, waiting to see if we get an announcement or
Yeah,
something
totally.
about layoffs. So, you'd think though, if they were gonna, I'm just worried about what's gonna happen to our team, right? Like I was told, and I don't know how true it is, but I was told that some of our people, like under Brennan, whatever, are going, but we haven't had any kind of meetings
No,
or
nothing.
anything, so. And I'm not about to start asking,
Yeah.
hey, did you get a notice?
I mean, I would think that whatever they just did. I mean, why, if it why do it twice? It just seems like they would have.
Yeah.
But
That's what I saw.
and I also wonder, like again, like they're saving, not replacing Jacob. And remember, so they didn't replace Jacob, and then they didn't replace the guy that I kind of replaced on Stephanie's. So I think that was part of
And they're not replacing you.
right. Well, right. So
it's
like that's two, and let's count it as 3 minus 2. I think
Yeah.
that's maybe how they're saving. It doesn't really pump up my excitement, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
checks are
No
still
news
coming,
is
and
good news,
yeah, I think so.
right?
All
Okay,
right.
Jonathan.
Well, I'll talk to you
Jason,
when I talk to you. Thank you for that.
You can reach out on the 31st if you need to, but I think you'll be.
I think I'll
Great.
be all right. Thank you
You'll
so
be
much.
great.
And talk to
All
you
right.
later. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye.